Super Bowl. Four quarters between one of these teams and a spot in the Super Bowl. The NFC Championship is underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Throwing now off play action. Escapes the pocket. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. 2nd and 3 now. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up first and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
The throw is caught. Touchdown, Seattle! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Set to return this. Trey Palmer. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. First and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. Ready?
Play action with Richardson. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14.
Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Caught by Theo Johnson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Ready? Go, 18. Unlock Ryan. Unlock Ryan. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He puts some juice on it deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Running on first with Mostert. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Taken in by Smith. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down from the red zone. This time they're going to get there and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Trying again, following the set. Finds his man, Waddle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Richardson on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. Running back sent in motion. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Forced out to his right. Looking right, throwing deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
From the 44 here on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd down carry for Achane. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Hauled in by Worthy. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Hurry, 70. 79 Bronco. Ready?
They're going for this. He finds Johnson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 60.
That's good for the Cardinals. First
Buffalo
down.
18. Track
First and
60.
10 at the 44-yard line.
First down throw here from Richardson. Connects with Johnson. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
18. Pioneer. 60 backward.
Looking to throw on third and one. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on fourth and short.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Working quickly here. Richardson now on first and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals start to fight back with their first points of this game. They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Waddle now in motion right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep this time. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw now. On the move, headed right. Called in by Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
18 rep. Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On target to Waddle. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead.
Cardinals 7. Cam Whittle to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts from the goal line. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
Here's A-Chain running right. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6 now. Gets this to Johnson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Harrison Smith in on the stop. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals with only a yard to go here on 3rd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Sack.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Richardson now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has a man, it's A-Chan. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Palmer. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Flush down now to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense in the hurry up here. To throw, Richardson. Excellent. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. Rolling left, buying some time. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
Let's go. Check smash. Check 79 Bronco. Bronco 18. Track 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hook.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He's looking deep once again. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Seahawks get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check that. Street.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And now they face 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's on the move. Now it's a deep shot back to the middle. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the... That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. Working quickly here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forced out to his right. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. And they pick him off again. There he goes on the right side. Hits the 20. And he takes this